back to another episode. We are doing something a little bit different in the little yellow tip. Now we are down a beach that's not far from home, and we are going to go for surf guys, get some pippies, maybe go for flounder tonight. We're not quite sure what the plan is. We're going to go and do some soft baiting off the rocks on the west coast and muck around. It's going to be good, but for the time being right now we've just pulled into a few tours, looks like it, so I'm going to jump out and see if we get some tours for bait. And I've actually got the camp oven, so we might be able to have a little fire and yeah, boil these up and bloody yummy. So, oh yeah, they're nice. Not the biggest, but they are, look at that, tours, very, very yummy. So we might get a few of these, I think, and yeah, they're not bad. Right, so I got this, I've got a bag in here, somewhere in here, right here, and I'm going to get just a couple of these, probably get, I don't know, enough for feed. They're not that hard to get, so look at that, chuck them in that bag there, and then we'll have to, you got to let these tours soak in salt water for them to spit all their sand out, because obviously they're living in the sand, eating sand, I guess. I don't actually know what they eat, but yeah, you got to let them spit all their sand out before you eat them, otherwise you get crunchy tours. Absolutely thousands of them. Oh yeah, I just realised I didn't bring any water, any fresh water, so, but I'm not too sure if you can boil them up in salt water, but we'll, I guess we're soon going to find out. Oh, that's bloody heavy. Whose bloody idea was this? Should just bloody drive the car down. Half that water just fell out. There we go. Look at that. Who needs a truck? Let's see if it'll start. This is a bus up. Down the beach, flat battery stuffed, awesome. But luckily, this is a regular occurrence for the mighty yellowtip, and I have got jumper leads and also a big battery. Here we go, look at this. If you guys want to see an absolute far north mission, you're coming on one right now. Oh. Just like that. That is first mission complete. We found some nice tours, great eating, and makes for also great bait. into the bluff where we might have a quick flick with the soft bait, see how we go, and yeah, just go for a look. I think that might be the plan. Just cruising at the moment, but yeah, we'll go for a look and see what we can find. Look at this for an absolute beast. How good is that? That is the ultimate beach hack right there. Right, so we're just going to assess the situation, go and assess if we can actually come for a softie off the rocks, because it's quite the dangerous place here. So if the swell is too big, then there's no way in hell I am going to be risking my life for a trevally or a snapper. Since I'm by myself, gotta be careful. I don't know, my gut's telling me not to go, so I think I'm going to listen to my gut, because normally that is right, and we're going to carry on up the beach. I'm just super cautious here because lots of people have died here and I don't want to be the next one, and I am by myself, so there's no one else really looking out for me if anything does happen, and that is how people drown, unfortunately. But that's right, we've got a few other spots we can definitely go fishing. Does anyone want to sponsor a battery? This one's so cooked. Now I really wanted to play it safe there. Probably would have been alright, but it's just, you want to be 100% fishing off the rocks by yourself, and I was not 100% there. So, but that's alright. Hey, look, still got plenty of beach. We got the surf caster, can have fire and cook up those tours, muck around. We can also go to another beach on the east coast. Caught a few snappers there the other day on the surf caster, which is bloody cool. So let's just muck around and see what happens. See how the day goes. Person that's launched their boat today, pretty keen. I don't know if I'll take my boat off there. Probably be sweet, but again, you definitely don't want to muck around up here for sure. This is the ultimate beach hack. Guys, if you want a pristine beach hack, here we go. 1988 Honda City. Perfect. Almighty, four-wheel drive. With the quad tyres, it's not four-wheel drive, but it basically is. Basically a quad. Right, I think we're going to go fishing right there, over there. We'll go for a quick flip. Right, got shoes on this time. Here we go, here's the setup. We've got a little bait junkie motor oil, and got a 1/2 ounce jig head, and that's all we're going to take. Take another GoPro, and that is going to be it. Here we go, we'll just have a flick right in here, and hopefully we can pull a few fish out. Shit, that's not good. There's one soft bait gone. Just got a snag. Little car wire. Okay, sweet, that'll do. Oh shit. Right. That took about 1 minute. And I didn't even get him in the mouth, so I practically jag hooked him. So hey, there's nothing wrong with that. At least we got a bit of fresh bait. That's what we wanted. Beauty. Surf casting is very, very boring. Oh, bite. Might have been a bite. I'm no expert at it, and not quite sure how you can find this fun. It's fun, but not like catching 30 kilo kingies off the boat. Beautiful snapper. That is awesome. He's only little, but that's definitely legal. And I've come out here to catch a feed that's still, say, 40 odd centimeters. That is a beautiful one to take home for the family, and that will be dinner tonight. So he's not going home, but look at that, first fish off the beach, surf cast, mission at the yellow tip. You can't get much better than that. Right, so I'm not much of a surf caster, but when you actually catch something like a snapper or car wire or something, it's actually pretty fun, and I do quite enjoy it. But when you don't catch anything, it's shit as. Yeah, boy! Look at that! Big trevally! Nice big trevally, and that's a mean one for fishing off the rocks. I don't know how I landed it, but anyway, here we are. Just got a real good hook set, and yeah, winched him in. Beauty. Righty ho, that's me done. That tide's coming in now, and we do not want to get stuck here. There's a point you got to get around over here, and the waves are starting to hit the rocks, so I don't really want to risk it in the yellow tip and get stranded in this little bay here, because it'll be a proper bust up. Right, not a bad little fishing mission. Look at that. That is a nice big trevally, nice little snapper, little carwai. Bloody beautiful. just coming down a track to go to another beach. Hopefully we get a few snaps at the other one. Off the beach, we put a few there the other day, so pretty bloody cool. We should be able to get into a couple, hopefully. This track's nice and hard as well, which is bloody good. Righty-ho, so we've made it over to the east coast. It is a beautiful night down here. Check this out. Only one down here in the yellow tip. Got a nice little fire going with the camp oven on there, and oh, smoky. And we're gonna get these tours into there and get their water boiling, and then should be on for a pretty good feed. So bloody lovely. Got a nice little fire, which is absolutely awesome, and that water should be starting to boil pretty soon. Not quite. And yeah, awesome. It's been a bloody good day. A few fish, tortoise, mussels, kutai, and trevally, snapper, kahawai. So not bad for fishing just off the land. Bloody awesome. Something I'm not really used to. I'm normally pretty shit at surf casting and that sort of stuff, but and what a better way to spend the evening down here. Nice size, nice little mussels. Perfect for the fire. There we go, look at that. You cannot get much better than that. That is bloody lovely. Chuck that pot back on. That water's starting to get a wee bit hot now, which is good. And definitely can't beat that. Check this out. Boiling hard, so I'm going to take those off. Shit, that's hot. And have a nice feed at that. Look at that, those mussels are opened right up. These look yummy as. Yeah, I can't get much fresher than that. Look at that. That is one of those tours that we got today from the beach. How's that? So yummy. And look at this. Look at that big mussel. That is so yummy. And those tortoise have actually spat their sand out, which is mean. Right, so what I did with these tortoise is I got them first thing in the morning. Well, about 10 or 11 o'clock, and then left them in that bag all day, and now they've spat all their sand out, and now I can boil them. So normally I'd leave them overnight, but I'm not doing it overnight today, so I just thought get them in the morning, and then they'll spit all their sand out during the day, and I will eat them this afternoon. What? Sun's just going down, bloody beautiful, and yeah, now I'm having a nice feast around a little campfire, and yeah, don't get much more Kiwi than this. But thank you guys very much for watching. She's been a hell of an episode. I've had heaps of fun today, hooning around in the little yellow tip, Honda City, catching a few fish for dinner, and getting a few mussels and tortoise for feed. right now, and now I've had my dinner. Very, very happy, very full, and living off the land is what you guys all should be dreaming for. It's a very cool lifestyle and heaps of fun. So make that your dream, live off the land, have a good time, and I'll see you guys on the next episode.